guys doing? I'm doing alright. Welcome back to my channel. Well, hi guys doing? I'm doing alright. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hideo, but you call me Dare. You can also follow me on Instagram at LAFW Space. If you don't catch that, it'll be in the description box down below. You guys, I have to remake my intro, so I will make it tonight and have it ready for a video sometime this weekend. Okay? But for the next couple of days, I will not be using an intro, so please don't let that be a problem. But I put up last night. I actually had a video going up last night, but it did not upload for some reason. Maybe it was raining all night. I don't really know why it took so long to upload, so I just stopped uploading it, or I canceled the upload on it. And that was basically it was a video for juniors and seniors in high school. I will redo that video and give y'all all the tips and tricks that got me through high school. But really, most importantly, the solid thing you need is a solid-ass friend group. Now, on to the most important thing. Last night, like I was saying, I tried to upload a video for juniors and seniors, and then I have 2 uploads for today, and maybe 3. The first one was, y'all, I low-key don't remember. Oh, the first one was going to be about my tattoos, and then the second one was going to be how I faked my final paper, being in college. I'm going to tell that one first, and then I'm going to get to the one in my tattoos, because I'm going to somewhat put my look together, and then actually get on camera and show you guys. How I faked my final paper. Now, if you guys don't know, I tell story times. I just don't tell them as often as I should, but I do tell stories. Now, I was in ethics and society, and it was coming up to the finals time, finals week, and instead of my ethics and society teacher giving us a 50 to 100 question test, which she actually gave us a vote on. She said, would y'all rather have a test or a 4-page paper? Bitch, I raised my hand so quick, I will take that motherfucking paper with the quickness, because while I've been in college, your girls' papers have been getting better. So I was like, with the swiftness, I'll take that paper, ma'am. Now, some people did decide to take the actual final. I chose to do my paper. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe they just don't like doing papers, but it is what it is. So the title of the paper, or not the title, what the paper had to be about was 2 pages about remorse, and then 2 pages for an interview. Now, what the interview had to be about was, I needed to find someone I did not have remorse for. Shameless plug, if y'all have not seen my story time somewhere down there on my channel, my classmate from hell / Storytime rant. If you have not seen that, pause that. Then go watch that. Pause this, then go watch that, then come back. I don't, for her, I did not have any remorse for her, but you were like, the devil is alive. You think I'm gonna sit down with this bitch and talk? Fuck no. Fucks no. Hell the fuck no. Fuck no. Like, I need to stop cussing. But I was just not gonna sit down with her. So what I did was, I was just brainstorming ideas with my friend. How do I actually write this paper without actually having to do the requirements for this paper? So my friend was just like, girl, you tell stories on YouTube. You're telling me you can't come up with a bomb story and then give it to your teacher. Is that what you're trying to tell me? I was like, okay, I have somewhat of an imagination. I'm 19 years old, but my imagination is kind of gone. I mean, you know. So I was like, you right. So what I did was, that bitch Megan, because that's what I called her in my video, because that's her fucking name. Once again, shameless plug, if you have not seen my classmate from Storytime rant, you go watch that. I gave her a fake last name, a fake situation. Basically, I faked the whole thing. And where our setting was, what we talked about, and all that good stuff was, me and her met at the Waffle House here in Fairhope because we both went to Fairhope High School. And when I first saw her, we just automatically started going at it. Da 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 da. She walked off. I said, "Hey, I gotta do this paper for a grade, so I'm gonna need you to bring your ass back to this seat." She said no. Eventually, we sat the fuck down. She told me that her parents were pushing her to be the first one in our, the top one in our class, which she doesn't really want to be in college. Da 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 da. So I faked having sorry feelings for her. I basically said, "Oh my God, I didn't know she was going through this throughout high school, and now she's still going through it in college." Da 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 da. Bitch, I faked the whole paper. Because 99.999% of the time, when teachers ask you for a paper, they want it in MLA format and Times Roman font with a 12-point font, if I'm saying that right. But basically, that's how they want it. They taught me how to do that in high school, but I sucked at it then. So, what I do now is, if you go on Word, like Microsoft Word, or when it first opens up, it gives you all these templates. You type in MLA, it should be the first one. Everything is already set up. It's already in MLA format. The point, the font, everything. Now, don't get me wrong, it still has just a bunch of whatever, nonsense on the template. So you just go in, double click, backspace, take it all out. That'll really help you and be a time saver. So that's what I did. I basically faked the whole situation. Y'all, I made this paper so good that my teacher, not only did she give me a B on this paper, she wanted me to sit back after class for a couple of minutes and talk to her about the interview. That's how good my paper was. Look, it wasn't a A plus paper, but it was a B plus paper, and it got her emotions fluttering so much that she wanted to speak to me and ask me how it went and how I felt about it afterwards. That's how good my paper was. So I had our setting at Waffle House. She told me her fake backstory of how her parents pushed her to be the top of the class in high school and in college, and that's why she has a shitty attitude all the time, because she's always being pushed to her limits and she doesn't exactly like it. I faked everything, ho. I faked me feeling sorry for her and being like, oh my God, I didn't know this. I'm so sorry. You could have told anyone about this, but you chose to be a bitch. Then she went on and said, "Why would I talk to anyone about this? This is a family issue, da 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 da." And I basically, not the paper about, the definite, because we had to write a 2-page paper on, 1-page paper on the definition of remorse, and the second paper was our definition on the remorse, and the last two was the interview with who it was with, and where it was, and if we reconciled or not. So I basically faked her whole entire life story. I faked a reconciliation. Bitch, I put in the paper that I was crying when she told me about her family. Girl, I don't cry. I mean, I cry. You know, I cry. Like, I cry. I'm human. But, like, I don't cry at bitches I don't like. I don't give a fuck what you're going through. Like, if it's not death, I really don't give a fuck. But you can jump in a volcano, and I still wouldn't care. But, you know, like, I faked the whole thing. And, I was actually surprised myself that I gotta be on it. But, like, what can she do? Like, she don't know, because I give her a fake last name and everything. I named her Megan Brown. I don't even know if that's her last name. But, like, what is she gonna do? Go look up Megan Brown and then not be Megan, the same Megan that I was talking about? It very well could be. So, now we get to the part. I'm sitting in class and my teacher is talking to me. She's asking me all these questions about how I feel about it. Like, why was it like so hostile when we first seen each other? Y'all, basically in this paper, I explained why I didn't like her, what happened, and why I do not like her fake ass family backstory and what they're doing to her, my fake ass crying about it. I'm not fake, but you know what I like, me fake crying about it, our fake reconciliation, and me fake understanding her. No, I couldn't care less. But my teacher's asking me, like, why is it so hostile, da-da-da. Like, if this is why it's hostile, I totally understand why you didn't want to sit down with this person. They don't seem like a nice person. But after continuing to read your paper, parents pushing children to their past their limits could absolutely be the cause why. And I'm over here, like, trying my hardest not to laugh. Because, lady, I sat, like, y'all, I typed this whole entire, like, I did the first 2 pages. Well, like, I had an entire week to do it. So I did the first 2 pages Monday and Tuesday. It took me a day. Because what I did was I read a rough draft out. Just to make, like, to get my details in order. And then I typed it out. I did that Monday. I did that the first 2 Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, got my thoughts together. Thursday, Friday, or not even Thursday and Friday. Thursday, I typed it up in an hour. And then Friday, I went over it for spelling, all that good stuff. Because sometimes, like, my punctuations, because sometimes, well, Word doesn't check for punctuations, but another tip, if you're in college, you don't even got to be in college. You can be in high school. Grammarly will save your life. Yes, Word will tell you what words are spelled wrong, what is about to be like a grammatical error, but Grammarly will tell you where commas need to go, if there needs to be any commas, where periods need to go, if there need to be any periods, etc., and so on. Like, if anything needs to be capitalized, you know, all that good stuff. Grammarly will help you out, save your entire life. It'll at least give you a B on a college paper. So that bitch, that was dry as fuck. Hold on. There we go. So it'll at least give you a B on a college paper like me. So, and that was that on period. I went home, told my mom, like, well, my mom picks me up for school still, because I don't have a car yet, or my license. And my mom was just like, you faked this whole entire, like, I had my mom read the whole paper. Well, not the first 2 pages, but I had my mom read the last 2 pages, and my mom felt some type of way. Y'all cannot tell me, I do not tell a bomb story at all. I can't, like, Now, don't get me wrong. While I was writing this down and like just as it was flowing, I was using cuss words all in my paper, and I was just like, this is inappropriate. I left 2 on there just to prove to my teacher that. Well, I didn't like I use like the stars for it, like if it was bitch, I use B star star star. You know what I mean? Okay, so I left 2 on there just to prove to my quote unquote prove to my teacher that whenever me and her are in the same room, everything goes left. Like when Beyonce said, to the left, bitch, everything goes left. But that's how I faked my paper, you guys. If you have a vivid imagination, I promise you, like, for papers, like, 9 times out of 10, you will not get a paper where you could just write about an experience. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. But sometimes your professors will give you not the theme, but basically the theme of the story, or I can't think of another word right now, but sometimes they will give you the theme of the story and tell you to write about it, or like give you a book and then tell you to write about, or you tell you to read it and then write about it. Because that's what I had to do at one point. Y'all, I'm gonna have to tell y'all about the time. This is so off topic, but not really, but I'm gonna have to tell y'all about the time I did a 7-page paper in a night. Even though I already did it already. Which is story time for another day. But like y'all just I was talking about tips and shit for college. If you are in college right now and you do not know these tips, I promise you they are very, very helpful. Very helpful. 1, get you a friend that knows how to write, that knows how to write really good essays, because that's what helped me. Like, I think I emailed a copy of my paper to my best friend Zach, and he reread it and told me it was good, but I just needed to fix my grammar problems, like some spelling, some quotation marks, or not quotation marks, commas, what's that? I don't know, but he just basically told me there's some grammar things I need to fix about it, and that's the next thing that I did. After he double checked it, I put it through Grammarly, and that was that on that, and I gotta be on the paper. But you guys, 9 times out of 10, you will not get a paper that your teacher's giving you full, you get to make up or you don't, basically an experience that you had to go through. You can basically make anything up. And as long as your writing is good and the story is cohesive and details go together, you should be fine. I don't know if this is cheating, but y'all know I was not about to sit down with that bitch Megan. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. I was not about to do it. I wasn't about to do it. Ew. Fuck no. Like I said, that bitch could jump in the volcano head first, and I wouldn't care. But because this video is super long and I really only intended it to be 15 minutes and it's almost 20 minutes, I am going to go. I'm not going to edit this at all. I'm not even going to make an intro yet. But I don't even know. I don't know. Should I give y'all a backstory of my tattoos and how many tattoos I have? I could tell you how many tattoos I have. I only have 2. They're on my left and right wrist. Do I want more? Yes, I do. But is it worth sitting down and making a video about it? Please let me know. Make sure you comment, and subscribe to this channel. Like and comment on this video, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I am having a lipstick giveaway, a matte lipstick giveaway. If you guys want to find out about that, I will be posting pictures on my Instagram later on today. The 10th person that subscribes to my channel, I will... Actually, no. I will post a picture on my Instagram, and then I'll make an additional video after this. On the lips. Will I? No, no. Well, I will post a picture on my Instagram, and I can't really say the 10th person that likes the picture, because some people that I have on Instagram do not watch my YouTube. So I'll say this: the 10th person that subscribes to my channel and leaves their Instagram username in the comments, I will DM them on Instagram and tell them that they've won, and I will announce when the contest is over. You know, I will have them take a picture and say I won, and then I will post it on my Instagram, and that's that on that. But I am having a matte lipstick giveaway, mostly because when I ordered these colors, they look totally different, and now that they're here, they do not go on my skin tone. Some of them, yes, I could make work with a lip liner, but I don't really want to have to go out and buy a lip liner or a couple of lip liners. I know they're like not even $5, but like, I don't want to do it. So I will have a matte lipstick giveaway pretty soon, in the next couple of days, so be ready for that. And you guys have a wonderful day. And if you're in school, don't be watching me in school. You should be doing school work. Unless you're at lunch or at PE and don't feel like running them laps, go ahead, because I didn't either. But, bye.